I think another point that I think I want to point out too is because it always like you know surprises me, and I've always tried to figure out like when I see people that really dedicate themselves to themselves and they put all this work in to go and achieve something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they transform themselves and they're no longer the same, right? And they achieved a thing, right? And it goes right along in line with what you're saying. Like, yeah, maybe it's not the number one spot,
Mm-hmm.
it's maybe number two or number three. It's, but, or even number four, right?
Yes.
But you are no longer the person that started this journey, right? Like,
Mm.
and the inability to see that win, that major win,
Yes.
right? Like, that's the most major win out of everything,
Yes.
right? Like you are no longer the person that started this, and I've noticed that this and distinguish between those that understand that and those that don't, who came
Mm-hmm.
to that realization, because the ones that don't, they go right back to
Yes.
like, sometimes even worse than when they started, right?
Yes. Send that.
And some that realize like, no, I'm not the same person that started, and I'm never going back to that because this is a win. Like those that are
Yes.
able to identify the transformation and the transcendence as, no, that is the win.
Mm-hmm.
Who are able to kind of like move on and progress to other levels compared to those that, oh, I didn't get what I felt that I deserve, even despite people working longer and harder and just have more
Man.
accumulated time at this thing than I do, but I felt like I deserved it more,
Yes.
and I didn't I can't acknowledge that I'm no longer the person that started this journey, and kind of misinterpret the lesson and then end up in a almost worse predicament or worse situation than when they
Man.
started.
Man. Man. This is just so heavy, man. It's so heavy. Like, and the reason why I said that, we started this conversation with awareness and focus, right? And a lot of people, especially when they're focused, right, they lock on something, right? They lock on, okay, this is where I want to go, right? And they just become fixated on that, like, until I get there, nothing else matters, right? Not even myself, not even the relationship I have with myself. Listen, man, if you're watching this, right, whatever it is that you're going after in life, man, you don't achieve it today, just sit down, ask yourself, when I started and today, right now, where am I? Am I in the same place, physically, mentally, emotionally, you name it? And that right there should give you a whole reason to be like, no, I am proud of myself. I am proud of how far I have come in life, and I'm gonna keep going.
Yes.
Cause we've had so many people, man, like, stop bullying yourself, right? Like, so what? You just fixated. Okay, once you get it, then what? What is next? Right? If you can't even answer that question, what is next? Once you get whatever. For instance, we're in the sport of bodybuilding, right? Oh, I want to get my pro card. This, that. Okay, once you get it, what's next? Even the title. Oh, I want to be Mr. Olympia. Okay, when you get it, what's next?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? What is next? What are you gonna use that for?
mm.
If you can't answer that question, then why are you getting mad when you don't get it? Because that is life,
Yes.
right? Life listens to you. It listens to your want and your desire, because life is designed for you to win. And you don't have, the plan, you don't have the answer for that. Like, okay, after this, okay, after you get a pro card, so what's next? You go on you go on, something different, right? You go on something different, some
Yes.
adventure, whatnot. And
Yes.
then, some people get it, you know what, you're not deserving of it. Just the line just keeps going down, and, it just keeps,
Yeah.
the list just keep going on, right? But yes, if you're listening to this, man, you're going after something in life, whatever it is, please, you have to, not even please, man, just sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Goes back to the very first discussion we'll have, right? Study, work on yourself,
Yeah.
right? Work on yourself. Because again, if you're feeling man, I'm not successful, I haven't achieved whatnot. Just take a look back at where you started from.
Yes.
Every single day you're making a progress. So what? You don't achieve whatever you set yourself, whatever you set your eyes or your vision on. The most important stuff is making progress.
Yes.
Right? You're making progress. You're moving forward. That is the most important.
Measurable progress.
Mm.
Measurable progress, because I love putting things on timelines, man. Look at when you started, right? You're going after X goal. Look at when you started. You went into the arena, you competed, you went after it, you didn't quite get it. Look at assess where you're currently at in relation to the goal now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that was easy for like when, I think I told you, like I competed at the Natural Olympia 2 years ago and I placed 5th and I was ridiculously happy. I said, yo, when I started the season, I was an amateur. I'm a pro in 5th place. They only give, 5 medals to the top 5, right?
Yes.
And I'm 5th, which means I could see first right there. I got 4 more spaces to go. Yes. Right? Like, so that was highly encouraging for me because I'm no longer, I started as an amateur. Now I'm 5th, right?
In the world.
So like, right. Like, so now, if you're going after something, reassess where you're at. If you fell short, no problem. Reassess where you're currently at in a measurable timeline in relation to what you're going after.
Yes.
And that is enough to be able to say, oh snap. Okay, well, what type of preparation do I need now to go to close the distance now? Because I'm so much more closer at this point today than I was 4 months ago, 6 months ago, whenever I first started. So the ability, and practicality for me, I like to put things on a timeline, because then it being able to have something to compare it to, and makes it now relative, right?
Yes.
Where relativity meaning like, I have a grape, and if I hold a grape up next to a grapefruit, you might say, or a grape next to a grapefruit, you're like, well, the grape would be considered small and the grapefruit will be considered big,
yes,
right? But it's all relative, because if I take that grapefruit and I hold it next to a watermelon, that grapefruit now becomes small, right? So measuring things in relation to other things now gives me measurable context where I can use that to encourage myself.
Yes.
No, I'm not quite there yet, but if I put it on a timeline, I'm not back there. Look at all those other people who haven't started yet. No, I'm closer. I'm a lot.
Yes.
And I can hear people saying, I want that. They want the same thing that I want. And in my mind, I'm like, there's no way you're going to get it. Cause I just got to go. You're not going to get it before me.
Yeah.
Because I'm right here and you're back there. Right. Like, I'm going to get that. And then once I'm done with it, I'll move on and vacate it. And then here you come. Now you can have it.
Yes.
Right. But that's measurable.
All right, wait, before you go anywhere, just go ahead and click the subscribe button. You don't want to miss this next time.